Heading: Mitigation. Side heading 1. Meaning of mitigation. First point. Mitigation refers to the actions taken to prevent, reduce, or control the negative environmental impacts caused by a project. Second point. It aims to minimize environmental damage and improve the sustainability of development activities. Third point. Mitigation measures are identified during the EIA process and included in the Environmental Management Plan (EMP). Heading: Types of mitigation measures. Side heading 1. Avoiding. First point. Avoiding means preventing environmental impacts completely by changing the project plan. Second point. It is the most effective mitigation method because it eliminates the impact before it occurs. Third point. Example: selecting an alternative site to avoid damage to forests or sensitive areas. Side heading 2. Reducing. First point. Reducing means minimizing the severity or extent of environmental impacts. Second point. It involves using pollution control methods and efficient technologies. Third point. Example: installing filters to reduce air pollution from industries. Side heading 3. Rectifying. First point. Rectifying means repairing or restoring environmental damage after it occurs. Second point. It focuses on correcting the affected environmental conditions. Third point. Example: restoring land after mining activities. Side heading 4. Compensation. First point. Compensation means providing replacement or alternative benefits for environmental losses. Second point. It is used when impacts cannot be completely avoided or reduced. Third point. Example: planting trees to compensate for trees removed during construction. Heading: Factors considered for mitigation measures. Side heading 1. Scale. First point. The size and intensity of the project determine the type of mitigation measures required. Second point. Large projects require more advanced environmental protection measures. Side heading 2. Technology and design. First point. Selection of suitable technology and project design helps reduce environmental impacts. Second point. Eco-friendly technologies should be adopted to control pollution. Third point. Example: using energy-efficient equipment and waste treatment systems. Side heading 3. Location. First point. Proper selection of project location helps avoid damage to environmentally sensitive areas. Second point. Projects should be located away from forests, wetlands, and densely populated areas. Side heading 4. Fuel and raw materials. First point. Selection of cleaner fuels and sustainable raw materials reduces pollution. Second point. Use of low-emission fuels helps control air pollution. Third point, example, using natural gas instead of coal in industries. Side heading 5, time. First point, the timing of project activities can reduce environmental impacts. Second point, activities should be planned to avoid sensitive periods. Third point, example, avoiding construction activities during breeding seasons of wildlife. Heading, identification of mitigation measures. Side heading 1, impact identification. First point, identify the possible environmental impacts caused by the proposed project. Second point, impacts on air, water, soil, biodiversity, and human health are studied. Side heading 2, prediction and evaluation of impacts. First point, the magnitude and importance of environmental impacts are assessed. Second point, significant impacts requiring mitigation are identified. Side heading 3, selection of suitable measures. First point, appropriate methods are selected to avoid, reduce, rectify, or compensate environmental impacts. Second point, the effectiveness, cost, and feasibility of mitigation measures are considered. Side heading 4, implementation and monitoring. First point, selected mitigation measures are implemented during project execution. Second point, regular monitoring is carried out to check the effectiveness of the measures. Side heading 5, documentation. First point, all mitigation measures are recorded in the Environmental Management Plan, EMP. Second point, responsibilities, schedules, and monitoring methods are clearly mentioned.